What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Moon Goddess Kristen Dion of Empress Chronicles 777. Checking in with a quick one, too. Wishing everybody peace, abundance, prosperity, happiness, lots of love, support, abundance, just love, care, all that great stuff. But today's topic, I want to talk about leadership, right? There's a lot of leaders, there's a lot of prophets, there's a lot of people out here wanting to be teachers, spiritual teachers, mentors. Be careful who you are allowing to lead you. And if you are a leader in some capacity, be mindful and be aware, be self-aware. A bone I have to pick, even with myself, that I had to scale back on. A lot of people have noticed that I have fallen away from posting personal videos, and like I'm making this video right now, I might not even post it right now. I have a collection of videos that I can probably put, like hundreds that I could probably post on my YouTube channel, but I haven't posted yet. One of the reasons being is because I'm in a season of working on me. I had to take a step back and say, I'm always talking about self-care and wellness and, spiritual balance between spirituality and practicality, loving yourself, self-love. I'm talking about all these things, but how am I applying those principles to my own life? It's easy to sit and preach to everybody, tell everybody what to do, how to do it. But if you are not applying those same concepts and principles to your own life, you're like a false prophet. You're a false leader. You are not really leading. You are blindly guiding people possibly into their demise. Because the thing about it is if you were actually walking in what you were preaching, you would know the efficacy of it. You would know, okay, this really works. But see, we have a lot of people that they hear all this information from other people that sound real good, other gurus, other leaders, and they're like, oh, that sounds good. Let me go out here and spread the news. Let me tell everybody. And the thing about it is, the further you get up, the bigger your crowd gets, the bigger your following, the more people that are looking to you for leadership. You're going to start getting people that trickle in that actually do know something. People who actually are applying these principles to their lives. And then they're going to be able to spot you. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb. You're going to be the elephant in the room. It's going to be like, okay, you telling us to do all this, but where we don't see that in your life. How can I tell people to practice self-love and self-care, and I'm over here drugged through the mud, tired as fuck, spinning my wheels aimlessly, just all over the place, completely exhausted and depleted? That's not somebody practicing self-love and self-care. And I had to realize that. I had to say, you know what? Let me fall back. I had closed out on one of my contracts. I took a whole month off. And I said, I'm just going to sit on this couch and watch different series of my favorite movies. I'm going to go get my massages. I'm going to get my nails done, my hair done. I'm going to do like spa baths and stuff for myself. I'm going to spend days, a whole fucking day at the spa. I decided to do those things because I said, you know what? I need this. And you know what else I did? I invested in a nanny that I can pretty much count on to be with my kids for weeks at a time if I need to. I invested in a cleaner lady. I invested in someone to help do laundry. I invested in things that supported my need for self-love and self-care. Now I can say I practice self-love and self-care. Now I can say I've implemented those things in my life. Now I can say what true results of self-love and self-care feel like. Feeling more rested, feeling more supported, feeling more whole, and feeling more, feeling less overwhelmed, feeling more fulfilled, feeling like you have more to pour from, like more energy, more time, more love to pour into other people. Those are the things that you find when you practice real self-love and self-care. I had to realize that I felt depleted because I was sitting here. I knew what needed to be done, but I wasn't applying it to my life. Same thing, teaching people financial literacy, but then you're walking around here financially illiterate, broke, busted. How you teaching people financial literacy, but you in a negative on your account? Where they do that at? Shit happens, it's life. And I mean, that's a part of the experience, right? Like learning how to overcome obstacles, sure. But if your account is negative more than half of the year, if you check the check, if you like literally trying to figure it out every fucking pay period, you don't need to be teaching people financial literacy. You teach people when you are there and you've surpassed that type of energy and you're just sharing the wealth. That's what it's all about, sharing the wealth, sharing the knowledge. And part of that knowledge and sharing care is through experience, through application. You can't sell people a product that you never even use and be like, it's an excellent product. You are literally blindly leading people. You got these new weight loss supplements and it's like, you like, oh, yeah, them shits look good. Yeah, I bet you I could sell a whole bunch of these. And then you overweight. So what you think the first thing people gonna say to you? Or even if you're not overweight, let's just say you're average size or you're skinny. They'll be like, oh, did you use them? You're like, oh, well, no, I haven't used them, but I've heard so many great things about them. And then they're going to, what's the next thing they're going to say? They're going to be like, oh, well, let me know, are you going to try them? Like, I mean, I'll try them if you try them. People want to know that you are applying what you're selling. And that's what teaching and leading is all about. You're selling them something. You're maybe not monetarily, but you're trying to convince people to follow you. You're trying to convince people of a way of life, of a way of being, of, taking on certain things, what have you. So when you're trying to get people to adopt whatever ideals or concepts, principles, or even physical, tangible things that you are stating are necessary, if you're telling people things should be done in a certain type of way, you need to be able to prove that. You need to be able to show and prove that through your own lifestyle. That's why some of the most successful business owners are people who wear their brand, right? Like if you are selling, I don't know, ice cream, you eat your ice cream. You bring it to every party that you have, every event that you have, you're there with your ice cream. You have shirts made, you have hats made, people, oh, what is that? What is that? But you are literally walking proof of what you do. If you're a financial advisor, you should be living the best fucking life. You should have nice home, nice cars. You shouldn't be broke and busted. You should be traveling often, investing and, just living a very affluent life. Your children should look well kept. You should be well kept, well groomed. You should look like you are a financial advisor. You should look like your finances are in order and you are living a life of financial freedom. If you are a personal trainer, you should look like a personal trainer. You should look like what you're teaching people has applied in your own life, and you are fit, you are well, you are healthy. That's what you should look like. If you are a nutritionist, you should look like you are fit, well, and healthy. You should be looking like you're eating nutritious meals. When you're at a restaurant, you should be making nutritious choices. How you gonna tell me how to eat when your ass ain't eating right? If you're a life coach, you should be living a good life. Yes, we have ups and downs, but you know what? Even when you have those downs, you should be able to coast right through them. because that's your niche. You teach people how to coast through the down times. You teach people how to get through life positively, optimistically. So you should be able to do that for yourself. You can't be walking around depressed and over it, but then you're going to coach me on how to live my life. I don't want to live a depressed over it life. So I don't want you to coach me and you depressed and over it. No, that's not the goal. If you're a life coach, I want to see you fulfilled, happy, just having a joyous life. Okay, that's the type of life I want. She's living that type of life. How did you get there? How did you get to that financial freedom? How did you get to that fit, nice body? How did you get to being gluten free and, pork free? And I can keep going, but moral of the story is practice what you preach. It's really that simple. The infamous line, practice what you preach. Apply everything, all the principles, all the ideals, all the content in the coaching and all that shit that you're giving to everybody else. Make sure you're applying it to your own life, and make sure that is what your life is speaking. If that's not what it looked like, if your life don't look like all the things that you're preaching to everybody else, you need to take a step back and start applying that shit to your own life. And you might find that it's not realistic. You might find that it's not practical. You might find that, oh, this is some bullshit. And if you do, that's okay. You can rewrite that story. But it's wild to be out here telling people what to do and how they should be doing it, and you not applying none of that shit to your own life. That's wild. But that's the message for today. I'm about to go relax. I'm practicing what I preach. Self-care, self-love. I'm eating well. I'm getting healthy. This is going to be a relaxing day for me. I'm going to clean my home and do a few things around the home. Do a little work for my client. I'm going to enjoy this financial freedom that I've established for myself. I'm going to put my feet up. And yeah, chill until I go get my little kitties. And then when I get them, I'm going to feel so rested, so at peace, and so happy to see them. Because again, I'm applying and practicing what I preach. That's it. That's the message. Practice what you preach. I wish everybody peace, love, abundance, prosperity, happiness, all the great things. It's your girl, Goddess Kristen Dion of Empress Chronicles 777 checking out.